Hello. So, still I've been making videos, but in a really long time period. Last video I made was about a month ago. And before that, a month. Before that, a month. Before that, okay, you got the point. So, with this summer, finally, I'm gonna try make I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can. It's about like Scratch, and because the timeline isn't over about 2 weeks or something. So, yeah. So, before we get into the video, if you liked what you see, or if it helped you out in Scratch, then I'd really appreciate it if you could like, or maybe even subscribe. So, yeah. Let's start. Let's get into the video. So, in today's video, we're gonna make Blade Ball. So, I'll just make it. I'll just make it like, project Blade. I know, very cringe. Okay. So, we're gonna name the sprite player. Then we're gonna go to costumes. Take the second one, and then for this, I'm just gonna make for the player. I'm just gonna make a square. Yeah. Thickness of 15 should be good. Okay. And we'll add some eyes. Maybe make it smaller. Paste. Okay. Then, for the sword, you're actually not gonna make a new sprite. But instead, we're gonna make the sword right here on, like, with the players, right? So we're just gonna make a simple handle, I guess, for. Okay. 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 Alright. Down that front. Okay. I have a simple sword. Let's add this, because why not? Okay. Alright. Now that I have a simple sword, we can now add, or we can now, make the slashing effect. Well, actually, we gotta put it in its rest position. So I'm gonna name the costume Rest. Oh. I don't know what that is. Okay. Then we'll put it over here. Make sure it's not below, because it will be counting this as a part of the player. I'm gonna make a graphic for it. And a little bit. So now that we have sort of the rest position, here is the player in its rest position. Okay. Now we're going to duplicate it, and then we're going to name it M/, short for main slash. So what main stands for is that it's the only time it'll actually slash the ball away. Then we're going to duplicate it. Main slash 2. I'm not sure if I put it 1. And then main slash 3. And then we're just going to name it /1. Which means it no longer can hit the ball back and protect itself. And then okay. So now we have 3 main slashes and 3 normal, and then 3 like normal slashes. Actually, instead we'll name this retreat. We'll name this retreat. And then 1, 2, retreat 1. So, 2, 3. Okay, nice. Now, if we go back to code, go to events, get a when green flags clicked, forever loop. Now put it under. Go to control, forever loop, put it under the when green flags clicked. Then we're gonna duplicate it. Let's say like 3 times. Yeah. The first forever loop, get it if done, and then we're gonna sensing, get a key space. Then this is how we're gonna move. It's gonna be our left and right keys. So this to D, then you duplicate it, and this will be your left key to move backward. Okay, then we're gonna go to motion, get us move steps, then we'll do move 5 steps. We duplicate it, put it in the if key A pressed, then we're gonna do move -5 steps. And then we're gonna stay in motion, get a go to x0, y0, and then put it in between the first when green flags clicked and forever loop. Okay. So it'll always start in the middle here. So as you can see, move all the way over here, still over here, back and forth. Maybe pick it out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Okay. Then we can go to control. We can if done, and then get if done, sensing, and then if touching color rotate, get an if touching sprite. So then we're gonna make a new sprite and name it ground. Then we're gonna give it ground. Just like before, we're gonna go to code, get an if then, or event, get one green flag clicked, forever loop. Actually, no, not a forever loop. Just used to saying that. Motion, they're gonna get a go to x0, y0. To always stay in there, and it should not move. We're gonna go to player, and then if touching ground, then I'm gonna go to variables, rename my variable to say, yeah, y. We're gonna set y to 0, and set y to 0 when green flag clicked. So in between the green flag clicked and go to x0, y0. I don't know why it's one of these. This field uses. Okay. Then we're gonna go to motion, get a change y by 10, go to variables, change y by 1, then we're gonna set it to -1, get a variable y and put it in the change y by y, or change x, like position y by variable y. I don't know why I have to do that. Okay. Then we're gonna go to my blocks, make a new block, and name it fix gravity. And make sure run without screen refresh is on. Put it aside over. Put it aside over there. We're gonna fix gravity, and then we're gonna put it in the if touching ground. And we're gonna set y to 0, and then if touching ground, then fix gravity. Defines fixed gravity. Set y to 0. Start. Perfectly good. Okay. Then for the jumping, go back to the first green flag tagged, clicked, and forever loop, and we're going to duplicate the one of the if then key pressed, then move 5 steps or -5. Then we're going to change the key to Y. Well, this is going to be your jumping key. So whatever you want to use for your jumping, it's the way you can use your jumping for. So yeah. Then we're gonna take out the we're gonna take out the move steps. Go to variables, get a set y to 0, and we're gonna put it inside the if key W pressed. Then set it to 10. Yeah. So now we can jump. Oh, 2 problems. We can hold it up like it's a rocket jetpack. Also, getting stuck on the ground if we go too high up because falling too far down. How to fix this? Okay. Let's start off with the gravity. Go back to define gravity, or define fixed gravity, and then I'm gonna control. And actually, we're going to get fixed gravity and put it in the below the change y by y, change y by -1. Yeah. Then we're actually gonna save this for later, so just keep this blank actually. So right now we're just gonna use 2. So yeah, just 2 one green flag just clicked. Forever loop. Then if touching ground is gonna go into the fixed gravity. And if touching ground, then I'm gonna get a repeat until, and repeat until not touching ground. So go to operators to get a not. Go to something, then repeat until not touching ground. Sorry. and put it in the repeat until. Yeah, I said it like 100 times. Oh, and put the set y to 0 below the repeat until. Go to motion. You gotta change y by 10. Change y by 1, and then put it in the repeat until. Then once we start, still a little gap in between, I guess. So, yeah, just do that. Okay. Okay. Alright. There might be a little space in between, but that's alright. Now, I'm going to go back to the jumping. Okay. So, then we're going to go to control, get an if then. Then we're going to go to variables. And then we're going to make a new variable and call it TG, for touching ground, for all sprites. I'll just add this here, just, you know. Just in case if I forget. Then, you go to operators, get an equal sign, and put it in the new if then. Go to variables, get a touch and ground, so TG. Then if TG equals 1, then set y to 10. Then we're gonna go to variables, okay, set TG 0, and then and set TG to 0 once we set y to 10. So yeah, okay. Then we're gonna set TG to 1. Put in here. Okay. Then let's start the game. Okay, nice. Okay, now we can jump. Alright. Now we are good. Now for the third when green flag clicks for loop, you're going to go to control, get an if then this is going to be the slash, where you can slash the ball. If mouse down, so once we click, mouse down is click, just for some people. We're confused about that. Then we're going to go to looks, get a switch costume to retreat. Oh, and get a switch costume to rest and put it in between the third when flag clicked and front loop. Then we're going to set the costume or switch costume to M/1, and then we're going to get a repeat 10. So in control, go to looks, next costume, and then gotta count this. So now that we have 6 other sprites, just not including the rest. The costumes we have are here. So now count the number of flashes once it goes to the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then yeah, repeat 5. Then we're gonna go to control. Then we're gonna make sure, get an if then and put it over the next costume. Then we're gonna go to sensing And then we're going to get a touching mouse pointer. If touching mouse pointer, then go to control, get a stop this script. Then we're going to take this out. And then we're going to go to events, broadcast, new message called slash. Okay, make sure it's in the if mouse down. Then, when I receive slash, I'm going to switch costing to M1, and then repeat 5. If touching mouse pointer, then stop this script. Then we're gonna, oh, and make sure it's a broadcast slash and wait, actually, instead of just broadcast slash. Then we're gonna go to control, get a wait 1 second, and put it in here. Then at the end, we're gonna go to looks, get a costume to costume rest. And then we're gonna put it under the broadcast slash wait. We're going to duplicate it and put it in between the wait 1 second and the repeat 5 in the broadcast when I receive slash. Okay, now it's a little too fast. I'm not going to be able to hit the ball. So now we're going to wait 5 seconds. Or actually wait, go to control, get a wait 1 second. And then we're going to make it wait 0.25 seconds. So we'll put it under the, or actually over the next costume. Or 0.2, yeah. Actually, I think 0.15 is good. Alright, nice. Okay, just so we have like actual good range, I'm gonna make it slash further like that. Okay, I'm just changing this part so you actually have good range. Okay, good. So now, when we slash, we actually have good range. Okay. Then for the final thing for just this part of the video, make a new sprite and call it ball. Then we're gonna make a circle. We're gonna select the circle tool and make a simple circle. The outline the same color at the middle. I like the fill. Make it dark. Oh, sorry, that's fill. I'll just make it wrong. Let's not read. Okay, good. Now we're gonna go to events, get a 1 green flags clicked, forever loop, put it in there. Then we're gonna go to motion, get a go to x0, y0. And for people who play Blade Ball, you may be wondering, wait, you're supposed to block the ball. You're supposed to go in the middle. You're supposed to go away from it. You're supposed to block it away from you. You're gonna instantly die if you do that. Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna go back to player and change the X to -70. Then have this. Don't know what that is. Sorry, just something. There we go. Then we're gonna go get a if then. Then if touching player, we're gonna actually take this out. Go to events, and then when I receive slashed, then if touching player, sorry about that, just my brother, or actually, we don't need the if touching player. Go to motion, then we're gonna change move, then we're gonna get a move 10 steps, and then change it to -55. Then we go to variables, make a new variable, and call it ball speed. Then we set it to 1. Then we're going to change ball speed by 0.05. Then we're going to go to motion, get another move 10 steps. Actually, get rid of the move, -55 steps. Then we're going to go back to variables, get it ball speed, and put it in the move 10 steps. Then we're going to, so in the forever loop, it will be change ball speed by 0.05, then move ball speed by move ball speed steps. So, okay. Then when I receive slashed, we're going to duplicate this. Then we're going to change ball speed by 0.05. Actually, 0.5. Then for now, we'll just make it turn 180 degrees. And then we're going to go operator, get a plus sign. Then we're going to get ball speed, put it back in the move steps in the broadcast slash, then move ball speed plus, let's do, how about 45? Yeah, that's good. Then once we start the game, oh yeah, go back to motion, get a point towards mouse pointer, point towards player, then we're going to go back to player, and then we're going to switch the touching mouse pointer to ball. Then we're going to get a if then else. Next up, operators, get a less than, go to looks, get a costume number, and then if costume number is less than 5, so that's when it's like starting to retreat, then stop this script, put it in there. Oh, and go to events, get a broadcast slashed, and put it over the stop script, this script. Then, next up, reaching the end of the video, if else, then, oh yeah, if else, then stop all. final thing for this is one final thing. This is some. Okay. If touching, we're gonna get an if done. Put it in the first forever loop, so the bottom. Yes. Then if touching ball, then stopped. Then if costume. Yep. Okay. Then if we're gonna get another if then. Sorry, stuttering over my words. If we're gonna go to operators, get an equal then, go to looks, get a costume number. Then if costume number equals 1, then stop all. Then we're gonna go to operators, get a or. Then if touching ball, then if costume number equals 1, then we're gonna get a greater than. Duplicate the costume number. So or costume number is greater than 4. So that's when it starts to become retreat. It starts to or it's ending the main slash. Then we're gonna stop all. So if touching ball, then if costume number equals 1, which is rest, or it's one of the retreat costumes, now stop all. That means the ball has hit. Lose the game. Okay, go to control, go back to ball, get repeat 10, and change it to repeat 5, and put it over, just only over the turn 180 degrees. Then we're going to go to back to player, or, okay, then we're going to set X to actually negative 150. We actually have greater distance. Okay. Oh, and this time, actually, get the repeat 5, turn 100 degrees, get an if then from the control, put it in the if then if touching player, so sensing, touching player, put it in the if then, then repeat 5, turn 180 degrees. Let's do this once. We're actually getting if then. So if touching player, so get rid of the if then that was added. Switch it out for the if then else. If touching player, then switch or turn 180 degrees. If else, then point towards player. Put it in a new forever loop. So get control, get a new forever loop, put it over. Then we're gonna get a reflect click, and then when your reflect is clicked, forever loop. If touching ball or player, then turn 180 degrees. If else, point towards player. And then get a wait 0.5 seconds, and then put it under the 180. Turn 180 degrees, or 0.25 seconds. Once we start the game, should put it back. Okay. Maybe 0.5 seconds. Direction. or instead, just make it move negative. So yeah, get rid of this whole thing actually here. And then whenever I see flashed, then move negative operators, get a minus, then put the ball speed plus 45 in the second part of the negative operator. Let's start the game. We'll slash it backwards. Okay, so now it's working. Just have to be really good at the game. So yeah, in the next video, we're gonna be working on the bot to slash the ball over toward. Then you can go back and forth, make a slash, and then after that, you might add abilities and etc. So yeah, thank you for watching. If the video helped you out, please remember, make sure to like, possibly subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, enjoy the video, lovely.